Hey, 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 welcome to Crystal's Daily Dose of Joy. Welcome family, friends, and followers. If you're new, then welcome back. Welcome all returning subscribers. We are doing the Q&A video today. We didn't get but 4 questions. That's completely okay. I tried to leave it up over on my community tab for a good 48 hours or so. We've had a lot of personal go on. I don't dive into those type of videos here on the platform. I don't share that type of stuff. I had reached out to my pastor and just been trying to work on things and figure out things. And it's really interesting the way the Lord works. Y'all, I want to say this before we share our Q&A video. The word that has stuck with me today and how I know when it's coming from God and when the Holy Spirit is talking through me or using me or whatever, is I will hear it like sentences or things that will go through my thought process, and I'll hear it more than once. And it'll be in such a calm, just relaxing, peaceful type voice. So I hear the word remain. And I think that what that is telling me with all the craziness and different things that's been going on over the last week and couple of days, remain. And I think that word is just keeping focus, keep on doing what I'm doing, remain. You know, I may be completely wrong, but no full-on sentences, no different things, just remain. And so I would like to share that with y'all and tell if anybody's out there and you're going through something, maybe life has threw you some punches and you're just not sure how to handle it, remain. And remaining is a good thing because we are taught, no matter what the circumstance, what the situation is, to keep on fighting the good fight of faith, to fight the good fight, and just keep on believing and trusting. Life is not always easy, and life is not always going to be hard, but you have a mix of both. So with that being said, let's share this Q&A video. Excuse my voice if it sounds a little raspy. I got this new little magic trick, I guess we'll call it. Not really. I'm just joking around. To where when I wake up in the mornings, my throat to kind of feel closed up and my voice will be really raspy. And normally about this time of the day, it starts clearing out and feeling better. We have had colds and stuff going on. I was talking to my grandparents, my mom's mom and dad, earlier today, and they said they had colds and stuff going on. But mostly, I think it's just a change. I've noticed it over the last handful of days, and it does it every morning, every day, and it kind of clears out, but my voice kind of sounds a little raspy, and it's something that kind of runs in the family. My grandma does it. My mom does it. I think there's a few other ones, but, you know, I've kind of gotten used to it now. Okay, well, here we go. Let's just get through it and keep on moving. So, yeah, and I hope the sun's not too bright. We're recording on the laptop. My laptop seems to upload videos faster. I'm not sure the trick between technology, but I had wrote the questions down because most of my recording does come from my phone. And I need to get used to my camcorder that I got for Christmas. I just haven't really had the time or energy to stress over that. Let me have a sip of my sweet tea. I love sweet tea. It probably don't love me, but I love it. Okay, so our first question is from Southern Smarts, also Elizabeth. Elizabeth is a great follower of mine on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. She's been a wonderful friend. Me and her both love the planner stuff. She's been one of the wonderful ladies that sent some of my beautiful planners y'all see me use. She used to shop with me back when I sold the paparazzi jewelry, which is your lead and nickel-free jewelry for $5. I don't sell that anymore. A lot of times you'll see me wearing it. But she's just wonderful. She's amazing. And she's got 3 questions. And then we got our last question. I think this is a new follower. I'm not sure. You can comment and tell me. Mountain Daughter 48. Okay? And I try to give it time to get more, but that's okay. It says, do you have a room you go study the Bible in, or do you study when everyone else is sleeping? For me, when I do my Bible study, so I study in the mornings and I study in the evenings, and I read from the New International Bible. I have the study Bible and now just the Bible because my study Bible I had for quite a few years, and it was starting to get really old. But I still do a study in my Bible. And mine is just in my rocking chair in the living room. In the mornings, I play gospel music either over on Pandora or Amazon Music, and I play it on the TV, and I read. I read chapters with Our Daily Bread, and it tells me what chapters to read, and then I go back and use my phone, whether it's to Google the meaning of words or to give me info on the person it's talking about, and then I take little side notes. So I don't have a specific spot that I do my Bible study time in. I just do it in the living room. In the evenings, I turn the TV off and I turn everything off. The only thing you can normally hear is my son's phone, or sometimes he'll be in his room, and I do it in the evenings with no sound or anything like that. Also, I do that every morning and every evening. For me, I'm not real strong in scripture, and with the Bible, I try to understand it the best I can. But if I have questions or I have things that don't make sense or I'm not understanding, I will go back and take side notes or even reach out to someone and ask questions a lot of times. And I don't do that in the evenings when everyone's sleeping. So in the mornings, it's when I get up and I have my coffee and I wake up. I go right into my Bible study and my reading. And then in the afternoons, it's at 8 o'clock. And I don't know why I pick those times and why I do it that way. I've just always done it that way. And that's what works for me. Over the years, it wasn't always specific times, but, the longest little bit, that's how it's been. And so in the mornings, we listen to our music. In the evenings, everything is shut off. Another question from Southern Smarts, also Elizabeth, is how many planners have I saved over the years? This is a good one. I haven't always been one of those people to save my planners or hold on to them. When I was younger, probably before we called them planners and they were called agendas, and I didn't even really carry one or use one as much. I would write in the little spiral type notebooks, or I would doodle in the planners that you would get from schools. I remember one year, probably my 7th, 8th grade year of middle school, they gave out the agendas with your class schedule that had what classes and stuff that you would have. And it just had colorful pages and the name of the school on the front. And before I really knew that I enjoyed them and got used to using them, I would just write homework, due such and such day. This is what page it wants me to look at. I might draw little smiley faces. I might color. I never did use stickers or washi tapes or all that good stuff. I always would just keep it in my book bag, or even if I didn't have something like that, I would use a spiral notebook. But over the last, I say maybe 15, 20 years, I'm not exact on the time, I've got probably a total of, I've got 2 bins. One's like a wicker type crate, and one's just kind of like a box looking thing. Each one of them probably have about 30, 40 planners in them. Some of them's been completely decorated and used all the way through. Some of them's planners I used a few pages and I didn't use them anymore. Some of them are little notebooks because I like to do to-do lists, notes, grateful journals, write my thought processes down a lot of times. So there's kind of a mix of the planners and those type of books. Me and my good friend Lisa, she would set me the most beautifulest journals and Q&A books and different stuff like that I enjoy writing in a lot of times too. So probably, I don't know, between both of them, I probably got about 100, maybe a little over 100 different planners. And maybe one day I will comment in the links below if you want to see that. I will share those planners. Not every one of them, but I will show you where I keep them and how I organize them and put them. Eventually, one of these days, I'm probably going to have to buy myself a file cabinet and put them in something like that. And even some of the paperwork, I need to get around to going through and doing all that again. And then the last question is, this is a good one. This is one y'all probably wonder about, and if it works for me, if it's one of those things I enjoy, or you'll tell me I wouldn't do that, or the different little things. How do I clean so fast? Laugh out loud is what I put beside the question. I use the Power Hour. The Power Hour is a video I picked up from watching other cleaning ladies on the YouTube platform. And you set a timer for an hour and you get as much done within that hour as you can. Before I ever used the Power Hour and did that, I had always done way back in the day when I was younger. I had worked in a hotel and done room cleaning. I've done a little bit of it since we've been out here. And you just get used because you normally get a set limit time on cleaning rooms. It might be 30 minutes on a checkout, 20 minutes on a stay over. So you kind of learn to give yourself a certain pace to work. Also, I do everything fast. I talk fast. I talk loud. I clean fast. I try to, if I'm thinking about something, sometimes I'll even lose my train of thought because I'll be going 90 to nothing trying to share it. A lot of that is my personality. I was born a nervous baby. I was told, or I wasn't told, but my parents, I guess, were told that I would probably be a nervous adult, maybe a nervous child. They didn't know exactly, and I feel like I always have been. So really, I'm supposed to be real calm and mellow. I'm the complete opposite of that. I like being very hyper, high energy because I feel like it motivates me to get stuff done I need to do. It keeps me in a positive state of mind. I do understand that as I get older, I'm 42, that might not always be the case. I will slow down. But I try not to look at the what ifs and, well, this and that. I'm very grateful for who I am and how I am. I don't feel like I ever, and I just share more information and when you're asking the questions too, I don't feel like I ever just rush through things. And if I do, it's okay because you can always go back and redo something. You can always catch up on it later if you need to. A lot of me doing things fast and getting things done is because I do. Between cleaning, I log into school, which I go to school for my high school diploma, and then we do stuff as a family. A lot of times my parents helps us out. We help them out. A lot of times I just want to take times, whether it's doing a video or to watch a good movie. I'm not a big TV person, but I do have moments where I sit and watch the TV. I allow my thought process and the way I do things to be in a state of mind where I'm not spending 5 hours a day trying to fix something, or 8 hours, and I'm just making up numbers right now, or 8 hours a day trying to get yard work done. It's okay if you think like that and you feel like that and that's what works for you. Just with my personality style and my personality type, I'm used to being able to multitask. Sometimes multitasking ain't good. Sometimes it can be great. Sometimes it's not great. For me, it's always worked because it allows me the freedom to, once I've got the things done that I want to get done. Let's say, for an example, I'm cleaning a trailer and I've got the kitchen, I've got the bedroom, I've got the floors, I've got to focus on school, whatever. If I get that most of that done within that hour, that allows me free time if I want to come sit outside and enjoy the sunshine. If I want to spend an extra hour reading a good book, or sitting with my child coloring a page, or making an important phone call. So it's just in the way it works for you. I'm blessed that I don't have to work at the moment and that I am a stay-at-home mom and I'm able to focus on school. I do plan on, hopefully, don't know for sure, things could change, once I'm done with school, and I should be graduating in June, hopefully. I just completed a child development class with high school diploma. I should be graduating in June, but I do plan on getting back into part-time work. And I've already been looking, not a whole lot. I've already been looking into some jobs now while I'm still in school. But ultimately, I don't have no kind of magic trick or anything. My personality is all over the place. I was always a very, when I was a little bitty thing, I didn't speak at all. But by the time I could start talking and figuring things out, and I did, start doing things and learning things, I was always a real hyper, real energetic kid. I was all over the place. My dad would joke, and he jokes. Still to this day, they nicknamed me Motor Mouth or Mouth of the South. So I've just always had that type of personality, y'all. So guess the best way I can put it. That's where the saying comes from, 90 to nothing. When I say, oh, I'm 90 to nothing, I'm saying pretty much I'm a very energetic person, and I enjoy being like that. There are some days where I'm just like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to focus on it. And the weekends, like today and tomorrow, I don't do nowhere near as much as what I do throughout the week. I might make the beds. I might clean a few dishes. I might spend 2 or 3 hours in front of the TV. The weekdays, school for me and my son, chores, family time, to-dos, things like that, appointments, stuff like that, I try to stay more on top of. So, yes. And then the last one is from Mountain Daughter 48. Welcome, Mountain Daughter 48, if you are new to the channel. If you're not, I'm still learning a lot of y'all. I have so many followers. I know y'all don't always get a chance to watch, and that's okay. Please understand if you don't get a chance to watch the video, it's fine. If you get a chance to watch the video, we truly appreciate it. But the question was, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be? My answer would be South Carolina. South Carolina is where I was born and raised. I was born in Greenville Memorial Hospital in Greenville, South Carolina. I grew up in a small little city called Pickens, South Carolina. Sounds very redneck, because it is, and I mean that in a very good way. So, yes, very country, very laid back. That's where I'm from. That is where we hope to go back to in a few years. It depending. We've had a lot come up along the way. I've had a few little health things I've been dealing with. I don't talk about health and all that too much here on the platform either. But we hope to go back home one day. And the reason I would go there, travel back there, is because my dad's down there, my aunt and uncle, my grandbabies, my kids. I have 3 kids and I have 3 grandbabies. My oldest, Kylie, she's 22. My middle one is Christopher. He's 19. And my youngest is Mason. He's 12. And then I have 3 grandsons, Mateo, Giovanni, and Tiago. And we don't get to really travel a lot. And even if we could afford it, which we can't, that doesn't fit our budget, we probably wouldn't. I'm not one of those people that feel like I need to see a lot of the world. I feel like just through YouTube, I get to connect with tons of you around the world. I'm just not. I hope this don't come off the wrong way, because I have a lot of respect for the outdoors, and I have a lot of respect for Mother Nature and life and stuff outside. I'm just not a big outdoorsy type person. I love to sit outside like I'm doing now. Keep the yards cleaned up. I like to see different things, do different things. I'm probably not one of those people that want to travel a whole lot. I just wouldn't want to. That's not my personality. That's not really my cup of tea. If anything, I would love to see Mason be able to get to see more and do more. And he's got to see a lot, but I would like for him to be able to experience it. I'm not big into it. I enjoy it when I'm out, but I'm always so grateful and so thankful to be back home. I'm very much so a homebody. I'm used to that. I'm comfortable with that. And yeah, that would be my answer to that. There are so many places I feel like with just in your city and your state. Like here, we live in California. But just in our little city, there's so many different little things, that parks, events that go on, activities, different little stores and stuff downtown. And that's more than enough to me. If God opens doors and stuff like that and wants me to see other places or go different places, then that's something I would definitely do. But in my heart and in my soul, I feel very content and very happy to be able to see and experience the things I have got to growing up as a kid. our dad did a lot of vacations. By the time I married, we got to see a few places. So I've been a few states. Tennessee. We lived in North Carolina. We took Mason. It's been 4 or 5 years ago, but we took him to see Thomas and Friends, the TV show, the little train. We went down to South Carolina back in 2021 to meet my first grandson. So we've got to do a little bit, but that's just not me. Me and my husband kind of joke and we talk that one of these days, because my husband's more interested in it than me, that we would maybe buy a camper and maybe travel and see places as we move home. But I'm okay even if we don't. I want to go home. I want to move home at some point. But even if we're not doing the whole traveling, seeing different things along the way, I'm just, I like it and I appreciate it. But I don't know. I'd probably be one of those miserable, I don't even want to say mean, just not happy people, because I don't know. I like it. I have a lot of respect for it, but I'm not one of those people that want to do that all the time. That's just not me. That's not my style. I'm not big into the water and stuff like that. I love trees. I love the water. I love the outdoors and plants and life because it's God's. It's His beauty. But I'm just not one of those people that feel like, whether it's cruises or vacations or seeing different places or different areas, I'm just not one of those. Thank you, buddy. I'm just not one of those people that feel like I have to see them or have those. And so I hope that answers everything. And I kind of went into deeper detail. I'm aware of that. Sometimes when I'm talking, I just get all over the place, so that you kind of knew a little bit more with the questions. I appreciate all the questions. Let's look and see. Look, talking about our daily bread, here it comes. Let's see what this is real quick before we jump off, and then we'll upload this video. This might be the next. Oh, yeah, it is. Good, good, good. Yep, so this is our daily bread, April, May, and June. It's the readings. Let me see if I can show them. Say hey, Mason, real quick.
Hello.
Hello. But this is Our Daily Bread. Y'all just heard me talking about the readings. And then they've got a Windows on Easter, Men and Women Encounter Jesus. Bill Crowder. I might be saying his name wrong. It's a book that I will send this little thing off and get. So my son is pretty good at it. He went and got the mail for us. So yes, y'all, I hope all of y'all have a blessed day, a blessed week, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Make sure you do hit the like and subscribe button. I appreciate having all you new ones. And I appreciate just being here doing videos and just a different way. And I thank my good friend Cheryl so much, because she changed my whole thought process to a different way. Just the way she's explaining it, and me and her talking about it not too long ago when I was deciding to leave YouTube. I'm just so thankful that we did switch that up and do it differently. It's so much more calming not to feel like I got to stick to a certain schedule or do it a certain way, and just the way I look at it and do it. So till next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye.